Now, if I was going to scam a casino for a big payday, how would I do it? Would I pour a bucket of water in a stairwell and take a fall? Well, that sounds like a good way to break my neck. Maybe I could accidentally trip over a bundle of wires. But that is risky since, you hardly find a mess of wires thrown about in a casino. Plus, casinos have cameras everywhere. Some say even hidden inside your room, but I really doubt that. But what about a scorpion? Maybe I could take a scorpion into my room and let it sting me there. And if I let it sting me in an incredibly, private area, well, that would be national news now, wouldn't it? So welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Steven. It's Not Leaving Las Vegas. And in today's video, we're going to talk about a story that recently made national headlines when a man named Michael Farchi came out with claims of being stung several times at the Venetian hotel in, wait for it, his family jewels. Oh, and this is another video where I like to keep things PG-13. So like previous videos, expect a lot of air quotes, and you'll see why as the story goes on. But Michael being stung might not be the real story here. The real story here may just well be whether or not this tale has any validity. See, I did some investigative research on this, and parts of the story are just not adding up. As a matter of fact, very little about this story makes sense whatsoever. There's no doubt that Michael was stung, but the questions in this case is whether Michael himself is intentionally running some kind of alleged scam on the mega casino, or if he may have unintentionally brought this entire case upon himself. But by the end of this video, I'll ask you to tell me what you think. Is Michael telling the truth? Running some sort of elaborate con like the infamous case of the finger in the Wendy's chili so many years ago? Or is he someone that may have set himself up for a scorpion attack eventually, regardless of where he would be sleeping? When I dug deeper, the questions we will address here are frankly shocking. And speaking of shocking, a subscription to this channel would be shockingly nice to me. So here's the story that we know. We know that as things are reported, Michael and his family were staying at the Venetian Hotel back on Christmas of 2023. I suppose they were looking for that heartwarming Lifetime movie moment. All those Christmas scenes set with the family all huddled around the cozy glow of a casino slot machine while people chain smoke around them and the men and all the family leer at the cocktail waitresses. But upon retiring to his room, Michael laid his head down so that visions of jackpots could dance through his head. But in the middle of the night, he was jolted out of his sleep with what I am at first sure was a strange pain in his family jewels. Now, if you're new to the channel, you may not know that I myself have been personally stung by a scorpion twice. Let me tell you, this is most certainly not a pleasant experience. As a matter of fact, I shared last year with the channel how I was stung while sleeping in bed. My wife and I lived in an area with scorpions at the time, and these videos you're seeing on screen, they're from her own phone. So take note what these scorpions though look like, because they're very different from what stung Michael, leading me to believe there's something very strange about this story, but more on that a little bit later. Now, to his credit, scorpion stings in bed are quite common. People will pull out sheets or a comforter from a closet not knowing that there's a scorpion clinging to it. But the pain is most certainly not immediate. A small little sting will give way to what's akin to the world's hottest barbecue skewer being shoved into your body. This is followed by a crawling and creeping sensation that moves away from the stung area and travels through your body. The pain is hot, searing, unrelenting, and throbbing, and there's no escaping it. Even taking Tylenol or Advil doesn't help. And if the scorpion does take hold with its sting, it might be over in one shot, but they often repeatedly sting over and over and over, making them one of the world's worst arachnids to have to deal with. And that's another thing. Scorpions are not insects. They are instead arachnids, which puts them in the same family as spiders. I'm going to have nightmares because of this video. I hate spiders and scorpions, but we'll do another video on black widows and things that will kill you in Vegas at a different time. So subscribe if you're interested in that one. Now, Michael would have felt random electric pulses from his sting if it was anything similar to mine. And these linger on for days or even weeks. Heck, even though I was stung in my calf, I felt electric shocks when typing at my computer with my fingers several days later. Nasty business scorpions, I'll tell you that. Now, Michael claims that to this very day he still has medical issues from the stings. That's possible. And he has suffered trauma from the attack, also possible. And while there's no doubt that being stung in what the British would call his twigs and berries, it was painful, there are a few really important questions to this story that makes it nearly borderline complete nonsense. Now, first is the type of scorpion in Michael's photos that he provided in the lawsuit. You see, scorpions come in different shapes and sizes, and the scorpion that Michael shared as the culprit that stung him looks nothing like any native species that live anywhere near southern Nevada, let alone in a casino. And second, we need to jump from that last point and make a note of where scorpions actually live. The scorpions love clutter. They make their homes in debris, under leaves, and rocks, or in parts of a property that are generally unkempt. Meaning what exactly? Well, I don't know about you, but I can't remember seeing any trash, leaves, or rock piles at a casino property, let alone in the rooms themselves, especially at a property like the Venetian. And it should be noted that hotels are meticulous in their pest control efforts. You don't even see cockroaches or black widows at night on the Strip, which is common off the Strip, let alone scorpions. Do you see any gaps to this story yet? So these issues aside, one has to ask whether or not some people are more at risk of being contacted with scorpions than others. Certainly some people are more likely to interact with scorpions than others, right? And being that scorpions tend to cling to clothing and fabric in a way similar to bedbugs, it's fair to say that it's possible that this scorpion, which again looks nothing like anything native to southern Nevada, could have been brought into the room by Michael himself. So we have to ask, what does Michael do for a living? Well, a Google search turns up that he's the owner of Builders, a company dedicated to interior remodeling, roofing, landscaping, and home improvement. You know, the sort of job where someone rips apart the interior of a house or landscape, exposing it, all of the insides of the walls in the landscape to pests. So all of these things considered, I really need to wonder how, if Michael's case stands a snowball's chance in the Vegas desert of actually paying off. Either Michael is running some kind of alleged con job, like the woman years ago who claimed to have found a severed finger in her chili, hoping for a casino jackpot without actually playing casino games, or he works in an industry back home that set him up for this very same scenario, eventually happening regardless of where he was to lay his head to rest. And so you tell me what you think in the comments below. Is Michael really the victim of what seems the borderline impossible on the Strip? Is he running some sort of alleged scam to try and score big from the casino with a lawsuit? Or is he someone that works in an industry that is at high risk of encountering pests and brought one of them with him on his Vegas vacation? Either way, one thing is certain. Michael now has his 15 minutes of fame, even if it means it was because he visited Vegas and was stung by a scorpion in his, well, coconuts. And that's it for now. My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Be sure, if you're just browsing through, to subscribe if you want to, like if you like this, and share this with somebody else who's coming to Vegas who may need to know this important information. You're, again, the best part of my day. I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe on the way out. And now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? We say 3, 2, 1, and click. Thanks for watching. Be sure to use one of these links to check out another video or subscribe to the channel for more great takes on Vegas, short films, documentaries, and even live streams. Catch you on in another one. Check out one of the videos, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.